girl on here talking about she never gonna send money to Africa. She never sending money to Africa. And some people are outraged, right? Listen, I'm never sending money either. Listen, I just came back from Africa in August. Well, not just, but came back, right? And it's been 20 years since I went there. So this was like the first time, let's just say, right? And ever since I started working, I've always sending money to Africa, to my cousins, to my nephews, to people, like to relatives, always send money. Sick, school, blah, 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 Eid, all the time. Ramadan is coming, all the time. Never again, never. When I got there, I went with the girls. When I got there at the airport, there was like, immediately at the airport, there was like, oh, we need money to put fuel in the car. And I was like, I don't have no safers. Like, I only have dollars. They're like, okay. So we get to the house. I give money to one of them to go exchange it. They go exchange it. I'm counting my money. One thing, I'm a no money. D-me is like $20. I'm going to use my phone. My money is short $60. So I'm like, oh, what happened? Like, what's the rest of the money? They're like, oh, we took out the $20. We put gas in the car. We took that out. We paid the driver this thing. Your daughter wanted something at the airport, $5. We took that out. We took this out. We took that out. I said, okay. I'm at the house, right? The day we came in, we didn't even settle in yet. We took a shower and everything. We eating. And then someone in the house go, oh, y'all staying for how long? I said, we staying for 3 weeks. They're like, okay. You know, are you guys gonna contribute to the food and everything like that? And I'm like, like, what do they mean? So I called my aunt here in America, and she's like, yeah, just give them something to contribute towards food because you and your kids will be eating there. Family house. I said, okay, cool. I give them $500 so that way they can contribute. So we contributing to the expenses of food. Every time we went out, we had to put fuel in the car. We had to pay the driver. At the end of the month, they give us our electric bill. And this is a household where, when I say we literally paid for it to build, anything that goes on, somebody got to go to the hospital, somebody's sick, we're the one to like help to pay. When we went there, every single thing we did, we had to pay for. If they bought my daughter something while I was out and about, when I came back, they would tell me, we spend $1 on your daughter, can we have our money back? Like every single time. When I was so shocked that when we was leaving, they told us that our light bill was $15. I looked at them and I said, I'm not paying for it. So I guess, I don't know if she went through that, but I personally went through that. And I was shocked. These are people, when I'm telling you, $800 at a time, $600. The least I've sent in a month was like $400, $800. During Eid time, I'm buying everybody clothes for Eid. I'm sending money to buy cows for families. When I said every house that I went to, if they bought water for us, they wanted to buy water for us, they will be like, oh, can you give $5? We're going to go get water for you. Can you imagine if we did the same thing? That's why I understood the girl. I'm not saying this is everybody's family, because this can't be everybody's family, right?
I was just watching Miss Angel's video about the reason why she's not sending money to Africa anymore. And I don't want to send money to Africa anymore, but for a different reason. For me, I feel like I'm a hater, right? Every time I go to Africa, especially lately, the lifestyle that they're living there is just ridiculous. So these people are the people that you basically feed, pay their rent, you know, when they get sick, you pay for that and all of those things. But these people are living their best life out there. Like, I go there, they go to the most expensive hair salons, they go to the most expensive nail salons. They're living large, okay? Like, they're out there drinking like juices all day. Mind you, it's not like in America where you buy juice and keep it in the refrigerator. You literally have to buy like the canned juice every time, and they're not cheap. For us, it might be cheap when you convert, but for them, it's not cheap. So that could rack up to like 1 day of worth of food for the whole family. They're going clubbing, buying shisha, like spending $15 on shisha. That's like $150,000 there, which is a lot of money there. So they're doing all of these things, living this, you know, glamorous lifestyle that you don't even have in America. And I just sit there and I look at them. I'm like, I'm the one funding like half of this lifestyle, and I don't even have this lifestyle. You know how when we're here, we're going, like sometimes you go through a rough patch or you're trying to save money for something. At least for me, when I'm trying to save money for something specific, or at times it's a little hard, I cut down on certain things, right? Like instead of getting my nails done every 2 weeks, for example, sometimes I won't even get my nails done at all, or I'll go like a month or two before I get my nails done again. Or you know, like some expenses you can cut down on because of the situation, and then when you're fine, then you resume them. They don't know that. They just spend. They're like, oh, I need my nails done, or I'm gonna die. I need my hair done, and not everybody can do my hair. This specific person, like, there is no compromise because they know the money is going to come. You see the mentality? So for me, it was about 8 years ago when I went there and I stayed longer. Then I realized, these people are not struggling. These people just need extra money to do all these glamorous things, to live large. I'm not living large, and I'm the one funding all of these expenses. So I made the decision that I'm not sending money to Africa anymore. So for me, it's like, unless you're really sick and I can see proof that you're sick, or something very urgent is happening, like literally something very urgent is happening, or it has to do with the children and things like that, then I will send the money. But just to send money and pay somebody's rent, or you know, like things like that, I don't do that anymore. No more sending money to Africa. And I kid you not, as soon as I made that decision and I started sticking to it, my life here changed. You know what I mean? And the whole time you're sitting there, oh, I need to look for baraka, I need to look for baraka. I feel like some things don't even have baraka in it. The baraka will stop with my mom and my dad, and the rest of the people can just, let's all work for our lifestyle. I want to have that lifestyle too. I just don't have somebody else paying for it. So let's all work for our own lifestyle.
So I woke up to the realization that I need to stop sending all of my money to Africa. And here's why. Number one, it doesn't help with the narrative that if you're in America, you're rich. If you're in America, life is comfortable, you have everything you need. Just a few days ago, I had two of my cousins reach out to me. I was like, oh, I need only $400. Only $400. And last year, I visited home. And to my surprise, almost all my uncles and aunties had houses. Okay, these are the same people when you speak to them over the phone, they're gonna tell you the economy is hard, there's no money, this, that, and the other. And every little problem, like I literally can't sit for a minute without somebody reaching out to me and asking for money. I'm talking about friends and family alike. And being the person that I am, all of my savings, I just give it out, okay? And then I'm like, no, that's not a good thing. I need to start looking out for me. I need to start investing in myself, because as it stands right now, I don't even have property in my name. And here I am pouring out so much money into other people, and I'm like, well, they do the same thing for me when I'm in need. And maybe there's going to be a time that they're not even going to be in a better position to assist me. And so this year moving forward is for me. I'm not saying I'm not going to help, but I would invest in myself, and I'll make sure that I am comfortable, okay? Even before I think about helping other people, I will make sure that I am equally comfortable and not just throw money around and have people think that, you know, hey, she's got money and she's just, you know, willing to spend. No, that's not what it is.
Stop sending people money in Africa. These guys are not struggling. They just need extra cash. You are the one making your life a living hell in America. You are the one making your life stress-free in America. You are the one making your life depressive because you are here worrying about an adult that is not physically challenged. You are worrying, killing yourself how to pay their house rent. Why would you be giving an adult money? Somebody who is not physically challenged, you are working to pay their bills. Why would you be paying somebody's house rent in Africa and you are squatting in America? Like, placing an adult on salary while you are struggling here with your 2 jobs. You are the one making your life a living hell. Stop it. You get the point. Listen, a struggling person don't lead an upright person. If you do, they will push you aside and move on. These guys will still be the one that will mock you tomorrow if you fail. Yeah, look at him. He spent all his life in America and he didn't achieve anything. But forgetting that they are the reason why he did not achieve anything in America. You understand? Put yourself first. If you succeed, you can help people. But while you are struggling, stop making your life a living hell. Stop trying to be a good person. You understand? People in this life don't have memory. They quickly forget. The only time they will remember you is that time they are getting something from you. Hence that thing cease, bro, they've forgotten you. You understand? And they will come back and mock you tomorrow. You wasted all your life in America and you didn't achieve anything. Wake up now. Anything that is not related to children or maybe sickness, that sickness, you still need to verify it before you give out your money. You need to go and see the kind of life these guys are living. See, the only person you are owing is your parents. You don't owe no adults any penny, any cent. You are not making them good. You're actually destroying the society. You are destroying them. Because for you to make money, you have to give service. Money is not free. Money doesn't fall from heaven. And somebody who you are giving so much money will not have the time to go and give service to the society. Because he or she feels that I have somebody who pays my bill in America. I know you love them and you want to, see them succeed in life, but that is not the way forward. The only way to assist somebody is to call the person, what do you want to do with your life? You understand? Settle the person and let the person know, never in your life bother me again. Stop killing yourself, you understand? And start living. If you are not living, you cannot help a living person. Because I know most of you are not living. You are just here killing yourself just to pay people's bill in Africa. Stop it. You understand? Stop it and, put your life first. You get the point now.
Hello, hey there. In this video, I want to talk about something called confirmative amnesia. Google it by the end of this video. Confirmative amnesia is a disease that when you send money to people, those people don't text you back or don't call you to say they have received the money. Confirmative amnesia. It is very common in Africa. When you send money to a family member or a very close friend or any relative, they usually forget to text you back or even to call you, and they wait for you to call them and ask them if they have received the money. Confirmative amnesia. Very bad disease. And even some people are very confident when they receive the money, they don't say anything. I'm talking about you. Share this to those people who have this disease. Tell them we know them and we are not going to send money again. Confirmative amnesia.
The reason why most of us are not going to be sending money back home the way our parents were doing is because the way our parents were doing it was not sustainable. It's not wrong to have a need, but it is not practical to rely on somebody to fund your life. Now, I'll always say this, when it comes to education and like medical needs, I
am more than willing to, finance a family member if my finances can accommodate it. When it comes to health and education, I can do it. Particularly education. Why? Because if I'm investing in somebody's education, I know that at a point they will be able to, support themselves and get a job. So the end goal is gonna help their own financial freedom. They're not gonna remain dependent on me for the rest of their life. But what is happening, and as we've seen from our parents, is that they keep sending money back home to people who are just waiting for our parents' money to be able to live life. That is just not appropriate. And let's think about it even critically. If you're to calculate the money that African parents have been sending back home versus the amount of money they're putting in their own children's education fund to go to college, yeah, crickets. There are certain things that just don't make sense. And I think that this generation of Africans, we're learning, or even immigrants, we're learning how to have boundaries. You cannot give somebody else life at the expense of your own. It's just not going to work. Basically, don't give a man a fish, teach him how to fish so he can be independent. And I think that's what the scary part is. The people receiving money back home are not interested in becoming financially independent. They are more excited at the prospect of having somebody fund their lifestyle. That is not healthy. And I think that us saying no is completely in our right, because again, you are having African parents sending thousands of dollars back home to family members, yet their own kids they don't even have a college fund for. Talk to any financial advisor and they're going to tell you that you don't have wisdom. You are financially illiterate by doing so. All in all, we are having boundaries, and that is going to annoy the people who want to be dependent on us, and that's not our problem.
When it comes to this topic, this is the issue that I think affects a lot of immigrant parents, African parents, whatever you want to call it. They all lack this simple principle of setting boundaries with people, even their family members. They literally have the hardest time saying no to people when they know they don't want to do shit. Now, I'm not saying that them sending money back home is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I commend them for doing that. But at a certain point, there's a certain boundary you have to set with these people, bro. You can't set this type of dynamic where you're making them expect you to send them money to live their whole lives, and then you're fucked years later because they're expecting that they're living off of you. And when you stop sending them money, this resentment from their side is gonna come to you. Then this money that you're not giving to your family back here, they're resenting you for it. So that's a double homicide. And this all stems from the fact that they can't say no to people.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know your thoughts on today's topic. Do you send money home? Are you expected to send money home, or does it work the other way around? Your parents send you money, because I know there are people who are like that. Let me know in the comments. Share your thoughts, and please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again next week. Bye.